As a multimillionaire, let's talk about why I won't throw all of my money into the S&P 500 and why you shouldn't either. Number one, good investors don't get FOMO. In boom times, it's easy to look at a particular investment and say, why not throw everything in? It's doing so well. But the problem with this level of euphoria is people start making bad decisions because they're only thinking about the upside and not the inevitable downside. And now I'm not sure if you're old enough to remember the lost decade, where the US stock market basically returned nothing for 10 years from 2000 to 2010 after the tech bubble burst. Number two, good investors understand market cycles. Nicole, it's different this time. History may not repeat itself, but it definitely rhymes. Because in 2023, the S&P 500 was artificially propped up by only 7 companies on the basis of tech and AI advances, and they're already starting to crumble. Some economists are even calling this AI bubble bigger than the one that happened during the dot-com burst I just talked about. Which brings me to point 3, good investors are defensive. Just as you learn to drive defensively because you can't control the other people on the road, I invest defensively because I cannot control the stock market, and absolutely no one can predict it. Stock markets rise and stock markets fall. They are cyclical. It's not if another crash is coming, it's when. And while I love to make money investing, I also love not losing it. The investment I chose holds US and international stocks with about 20% bonds. And since I plan to use this portfolio in about a decade to live off of, I'm not only looking for growth, but I'm looking for stability. And because I'm not overexposed to one specific country or industry or company, I've achieved diversification similar to what John Bogle recommends in his 3-fund portfolio, the founder of Vanguard. So while yes, it's possible that a properly diversified portfolio underperforms during specific booms, like the potential AI bubble, during busts, which are inevitable, it could outperform. And failing to think about the potential downside is the reason why a lot of people lose money. Number 4, good investors know they can't predict the future. 100 years ago, the British Empire was the largest in world history. And today it's a modest country ranked like 5th in terms of GDP. Nothing lasts forever. I'm not going to assume that the US will go on to beat everyone else in the world when literally a quarter of the population lives in India and China. Ultimately, no one knows what company, what industry, what country is going to do the best. And that is why good investors diversify, aka not put all of their eggs in one basket.